I.SIS driven out of all corners of Iraq as PM declares an end to f.ight against t.error group. Despite once controlling almost a third of Iraq's territory, Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi announced today that the military has recaptured the last remaining areas under ISIS control near the Syrian border. Squadrons of Iraqi helicopters flew over the capital Baghdad carrying Iraqi flags at midday in an apparent rehearsal for a victory parade set to take place over the next few days. The government announced via its official Twitter account. Commander-in-Chief Haider al-Abadi announces that Iraq's armed forces have secured the western desert and the entire Iraq-Syria border, says this marks the end of the war against Daesh terrorists who have been completely defeated and evicted from Iraq. Abadi later tweeted, "Our heroic armed forces have now secured the entire length of the Iraq-Syria border. We defeated Daesh through our unity and sacrifice for the nation. Long live Iraq and its people." Theresa May has congratulated her Iraqi counterpart Haider al-Abadi on successfully forcing Islamic State from most of the country, but warned the extremist group are not yet defeated. Islamic State's stranglehold over Iraq has gradually deteriorated this year as a U.S.-led coalition helped the Iraqi government regain control. Mosul, the group's de facto capital in Iraq, fell in July after a grueling 9-month campaign backed by a U.S.-led coalition that saw much of the northern Iraqi city destroyed. Islamic State's Syrian capital Raqqa also fell to a U.S.-backed Kurdish-led coalition in September. However, ISIS is still expected to remain a threat for Iraqi authorities for years to come as remaining militants look set to employ guerrilla tactics to try to regain control. Large numbers of ISIS fighters are thought to have retreated into the countryside or formed sleeper cells among civilian populations. Shortly after Abadi's announcement, an Iraqi news agency reported that a group of suicide bombers had been found in a tunnel in the city of f.ight. Meanwhile, Iraqi authorities now have the daunting task of reconstructing areas which have been desolated during the ISIS reign of terror. Huge damages to towns and communities could take years to fix and around 3.2 million Iraqis have been displaced by Islamic State fighting.